The biggest geopolitical event of the last year was the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Much has been written about what happened, the kind of impacts it had on people, the humanitarian crises that it precipitated. Among other things, there was a crisis of wheat production because Russia and Ukraine together account for a large majority, a big fraction of wheat production in the world. And so that threatened a food crisis around the world. India, also a very big wheat producer, offered to step in. But then the sustained heat waves that we saw in India happened. All through summer, record-breaking heat waves for months on end. And that shriveled the wheat crop. So instead of India being able to step in to fill the wheat production gap, India ended up banning exports. Let's look at what this means. Food security, which was threatened by a geopolitical event in one part of the world, was exacerbated by climate change-related event in another part of the world, namely India. And the sum total of this was that the whole world faced a food shortage issue, which also, might add, affected the poorest countries the most. So, climate change or environmental change, too often seen as something external to our experience, is in fact we are deeply embedded, deeply connected, and there is in fact no way to make sense of the world, of the crises that we are facing without drawing from the science, the social science and the humanities. And this is in fact the approach that we take at Krea. I'm Professor Chirag Dhara. I work on climate science and sustainability science, and these are also the topics I teach. At Krea, the course structure takes this interwoven learning, which enables us to understand global events, both environmental and societal, and the interactions between them by drawing on different disciplines. So we have 7 required courses and 6 electives that are necessary to graduate with a bachelor's in arts in environmental studies. The 2 of the most fundamental ones are tools and methods and past, present and predicted environments. Both of these courses, they engage with iconic literature from the sciences, the social sciences and the humanities that pertain to these subjects. The other subjects that comprise the required courses in our discipline are topics such as sustainability and climate change, which starts with the science of global warming and then goes on to discuss impacts, adaptation, responsibility, and justice. All these topics coming from the social sciences and the humanities. So we start with laboratory experiments in the chemistry and physics lab and then move on to discussing the social impacts, social and environmental impacts. Then we have ecology and conservation biology. We have environmental history, environmental ethics, environmental communication. All these topics to situate why we are where we are today and how do we communicate this and act on it. So by going through these courses, you get a baseline framework for how to think about our environment and our place in it from the sciences, social sciences and humanities perspectives. And then there are the whole range of electives that we offer. These allow you the opportunity to get deeper into the subjects you care most about. So if you care most about science, there are topics such as renewable energy, which discuss the physics and the chemistry of technologies. They discuss the social and environmental ecological impacts of renewable technologies. We have other topics like advanced topics in sustainability, which discuss the latest advances in the science of sustainability. We have topics coming from the biology group cross-listed with our discipline, such as animal behavior, plant physiology, and so on. If you're interested in the social sciences, there are a whole host of courses. You have ecological economics, which discusses how ecological principles can be centered in creating a new economics which deals with environmental issues adequately. We have topics such as the agrarian crisis, filmmaking, and we also have topics such as political ecology of biodiversity conservation, environmental chemistry, introduction to environmental science. So many subjects that allow you to get deeper into the topics that most interest you. And finally, in the last 2 terms of your degree at Krea, we offer a capstone, the possibility of doing a capstone project. Some of our students have worked with a group in IISc, Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. So we have a collaborative project on turtle conservation in the Andamans. There are other students who have worked with the Keystone Foundation in the Nilgiris, and they're doing field trips and working on human-animal conflicts and so on. Through all of this, what we aim to do is to give you a rounded experience of what it means for the way we live, how we live, and where is it that we are going in the future, and what is it that we need to do so the future is better than the present or the past. Thank you.